What's up, gang? GNCRC back at you once again. Today I'm going to show you guys how to assemble your Losi Mini B 2.0 Slingshot Dragster Wheelie Bar by HackFab. Now, this is my first time doing it. It's not in the instruction, but I know this is going to be fairly simple, so we're just going to jump right into it. By the way, guys, you'll need a 1.5 millimeter. I don't know if you guys can see that. I am doing this basing it on the photo. So that's one part of it. And again, like I said, I'm doing this basing it on the photo. So I know this goes like so. And then also, all right, so these is where the wheel's gonna go. So you're gonna take one of these inserts and you're gonna place it in the bearing on the wheel. So you're gonna take the short one and put it on one side, and then you're gonna take the one that's longer, that's protruding out a little bit farther, on the other side. Now, I'm almost sure you're gonna want the one that protrudes out farther on the outside. And then you're gonna take your wheel, you're gonna get a longer screw. So you got two longer screws, and this has to be the one that fit there. Alright guys, I got my needle nose. I am gonna grab here on that little end that's sticking out, and I'm just gonna screw it in there. So basically what I did was, I got the long screw started here, which is this side. You only have two of those in the package. And you'll have one shorter of these, and then you have a long one, the one that protrudes out a little bit further. So you want to grab that collar here first with your needle nose, screw it in, and then once you get so far, you want to grab this side and hold it and screw it in. So once you get that done, you'll come back to your wheelie bar, and this is the rear. You grab this part, and you're going to want to put it here. And you want this part that sticks out a little bit farther, you want that on the inside. We're going to get it started. Once you get that started, you can just tighten it up here. So once you get that done, the other side is going to be the exact same. So that gives the wheel the ability to roll. And that's what it'll look like after you get that section together. The larger part on the inside, smaller part, plastic piece on the outside. And you're going to screw those two longer screws in that I showed you. It's only two that come in the pack, so that's the only two that goes there. Alright, so this piece is up next. You have six more screws left, which you're going to get two on this side, two on this side, and they're all the same size. And then we got one that's going to go here. And this is this six. These are all going to go on the bottom of the chassis. And this is the one that's going to mount to here on both sides of here. And it's also going to mount on this part. But I'm going to show you this right quick. So this is what we're going to have to do, because I noticed the screws won't fit in here too well. These have to be threaded. So we're going to take our screw. We're going to just put a little pressure on and thread these. Just enough to get it started in each one of the holes. So you're basically going to do all 4 of them. Real simple. After you complete this, you see those 2 screw holes. I'm going to show you how we're going to put this on. So this part is going to go in that section I just showed you. Now here's the deal. Just looking at this part, it has a hole in the top and the bottom. So it doesn't matter which way, if you put it on here, if you put it this way or this way, it doesn't matter. So what we're going to do, we're going to get this in between here. We're going to get screw started here. We got one on here. And we're going to screw this thing in. Now I am going to go back at some point and I'm going to take these out, and I am going to do some Loctite in there. So up next, we're going to grab one of these larger screws. It's only 2 of these, so it'll be easy to tell which ones I'm grabbing. And we're going to grab this part. We want it to go in here. And this is how you, from what I can tell, this is how you're going to adjust the wheelie bar height. Now this screw is a different size. All right, this is a 2.0 is what you'll need for the screw that goes in here. And you want to snug it also. We got it snug. So next we are going to install this plate onto the Mini B. So once you get all those out, you're going to want to line this plate up. And you're going to want to take the supplied screws, which are going to be the long ones, and you're going to thread them in like so, just like you took the other ones out. Get everything lined back up. This is actually a 1.3 that comes with the kit. Now I'll tell you what I'm going to probably end up doing. I'm going to probably find the length of these screws that's supplied with the actual wheelie bar. And I'm going to buy the ones that has that same hex size. That way I can keep everything the same and I can use the actual tools that came with the, I don't know if you guys have, I put it in one of my other videos, the MIP tool set, which consists of, I think it's what, 2 sockets and hex. So we're just gonna get this thing tightened down. I'm not gonna go overboard with it because I don't want to strip these, strip the head, because they strip really easy when you're not using a good quality tool. I can't say how good these are, but this whole set was like $20. I showed you guys that on another video, but rather for it to be something like an MIP. All right, guys, so we got all those in. And the next piece you're going to want to install is going to be this piece. And it's going to go right here on this edge. And you're going to use the supply screws that came with that. I want to say some Loctite in here will be good too, because this is metal to metal. So you want to use the 2 shorter screws. The 4 that I just put in are longer. The 4 that goes here, they're the longer ones. And then you're going to use the 2 shorter ones here. Get it started. Snug it just a little bit until I get my other side in. I'm just gonna grab it and I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna snug it down. I'm not gonna go overboard again. Like I said, guys, I don't know how well these tips hold up. I don't want to strip these out. So once we get that installed, the next thing that we're gonna want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I'm gonna take these screws out right here. Those are in the way of where I'm trying to get to. So now I'm going to take out these 2 screws. Once I get that out, I'm just going to grab this piece. And you're going to want that little edge down where those ridges are, because it fits right on there. And we're just going to start these screws. If I can keep a hold of it. And we're just going to get these started. We're going to just put them back in just like it was. Once you get that snug down, we're going to go back and we're going to grab the wheelie bar. Get some of the stuff out of the way. And we're going to take those last 2 screws that were the same size as the one that go here. And we're just going to get them threaded into this piece. Well, you won't have to really thread this because that piece is a metal piece, so it's going to go right in. And you may have to remove your wheel. I can get to mine. I'm not sure about, when you guys go to do yours. Should be able to get to it, but if not, just remove that wheel. And then we're going to go back to this side and we're going to do the same thing. Actually, we're going to grab the right side screw and then we're going to do the same thing. So we want to go in like so. And once you get that, you're going to take your last screw, which is a 2mm head, and you're going to line this up. And you'll be able to adjust this with your wrench. And I'll show you guys that. Also, you'll be able to adjust it up and down. like so. So you better put your wrench on there, turnbuckle wrench, and adjust that up and down. So now all you have to do is you're gonna go back and you're gonna find your wing mount. And you're just gonna put it back the way that you got it. You'll fit this little piece inside of here. Now you really could just shave that off and you don't have to do anything to this piece. The reason being is because that piece is not tied in anyway, it's not screwed in. So you can just shave that off. Again, like I said, I was learning this real time with you guys. Shave that off, and that way you don't have to worry about making that indentation. So now when you get done, you should have only the 4 screws left over that were here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the only screws you should have left over. This is what it looked like once it's installed. And like I said, you can just use your turnbuckle wrench here, and that will let the wheelie bar up and down. And you adjust that based on the performance of it.